back to my channel. It's your girl Nicole Roche, also known as Plant-Based Nicole Roche. I am coming to you on a Wednesday afternoon, a very last minute decision to make a video, but I am not decent and I don't feel like getting dressed and stuff or putting on my contacts. So I'm just going to do a voice video. So you can just listen to this video. No need to look at the screen because I'll just be putting like pictures up just to fill the screen, but just it's about my voice and what I'm saying. So anyway, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to the family. I just wanted to come on here because I posted a video yesterday. It was titled "What I Eat in a Day, Raw Vegan." It also said something about how I handle my cravings and then my back fat, like my fat loss progress. I showed some before and after pictures, but anyway, I wanted to touch on the cravings because I said something and I don't want people to think that. Wait, let me back up. Okay, so basically I told you guys that as of today I'm on day 72. Yesterday was day 71 when I posted the video. On Sunday, day 68, I gave into a craving that I've been having since starting around day 60 of eating raw, plant-based. I explained that it can happen sometimes when you're doing like raw journey or eating lots of fruit, or maybe drinking lots of juices, or doing a fruit cleanse or whatever. Some reason it makes me eating raw vegan crave like everything outside of raw. Except, I mean, the first 60 days I was good, and then all of a sudden I started getting these intense cravings, just wanting junk food, or just potatoes and beans and rice and just everything cooked. And it's, those aren't bad foods except for the junk food part, but those aren't bad foods. It's just that right now I'm on a journey to heal. So it would be, going outside of what I'm trying to do. So the first 8 days or so when I was having those deep cravings, I was just basically just ignoring them. It was like, okay, I have the cravings. I'm acknowledging that I have these cravings, and I'm just gonna keep pushing, right? But on day 68, I was at a festival, and my husband got some chicken and some French fries, garlic fries. Of course, I would never touch the meat, although I was having cravings for meat, and I haven't even eaten meat in 15 years. That was crazy. And yes, I'm getting enough protein. I said this in the last video. Yes, I'm getting enough protein. I'm also getting enough nutrients. And if you go to my second to last video or third to last video that says how I get 83 grams of protein or something like that, even though that was a mishap, it should have been 69. I put that in the description that I made a mistake. But anyway, it was 69 grams of protein. I showed you guys, I put everything in chronometer so you can see how I, kind of observe and make sure I'm getting my nutrition and all that stuff. So I get enough nutrition eating this raw plant-based way. I'm also getting enough protein. For me, my goal is just to eat 50 to 70 grams a day. Now, some days I might just have this I don't care about protein attitude. Like yesterday, I was eating a lot of fruit and just salads, not any nuts, no protein powders, no edamame. I wasn't tripping off of protein yesterday. So yesterday was a low protein day. But on a regular day, yes, I aim to get a certain amount of protein. So, which brings me to say, my cravings are not because I'm lacking nutrition or protein. It's just nearly the taste. The taste is, my tongue is just desiring a different taste sometimes, especially when I'm eating a lot of fruit or just salads and stuff. It's just like, it makes me miss potatoes and beans and rice. That heavy duty type of meal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, so in my video yesterday, I said, the way to beat cravings is just give in. And I shouldn't have said that because, some people might really not want to give in, or, they're working on something. Maybe they're working on weight loss or healing something, and giving in can maybe make them backtrack or trigger them in a way where they can't stop. You know what I mean? Like you taste something and then you just can't stop and get it back together. So I want to kind of erase what I said. And for me, I can have something I'm not supposed to have and get it over with, probably feel nauseous about it, feel nauseous eating it, and then be like, okay, I'm cool. I'm back to normal now. But some people might not be able to do that. It might trigger you to want to keep eating more and more and more, and then you gain all your weight back or whatever. So I just want to say, don't listen to what I said in the last video. That I particularly was having cravings so long, the 8 days, I couldn't take it. I was obsessing over everything. So I just gave in just to get rid of that feeling. And it did work because, one, it made me nauseous after I ate those 5 or 6 French fries of my husband's. It made me nauseous. And then it was just like, it made me feel like, what was the point of doing that? I feel gross and sick now. But it did help me satisfy that craving, which made me not have those cravings anymore. So it helped me. But that might not be the way you can do it. If you're having cravings, sometimes you just got to redirect your mind. If you're on a journey, you're on a juice cleanse or eating all fruit or doing raw or whatever you're doing, and you're having these cravings and you don't want to give in, you have to redirect your mind. It might be, okay, let me go take a walk. If it's nighttime, you might get on your walking pad in the house. If it's you don't have that, bust out a YouTube dance video. Go read a book. Pray. Shoot. Ask God to help you with the craving and to remove it in the name of Jesus. Okay? You have to just redirect your mind or find a snack that is within your whatever you're doing. Like if you're eating raw or something, find a snack that's fun or delicious. If you're having like a sweet craving, eat, a tablespoon of peanut butter with an apple, or make a make a banana and date smoothie or something like that. If you're craving salty stuff, eat some seaweed snacks. That's what I do when I'm having salt cravings. I'll just bust out with my little seaweed snacks, and I love the crunch and the saltiness taste. Or sometimes I might just eat one green olive, and it'll give me that salt craving satisfaction. Um, so I don't always, I did give in this weekend, but I haven't, for the last 60 days prior to that, I was doing pretty good. I wasn't really dealing with cravings, but I just wanted to say, I just wanted to take back what I said the last video when I was like, well, if you're having a craving, just give into it. And then move on, but if you're one that can't handle that, don't give into it. Find something else to help you with the craving, something else that's going to give you that taste, whatever you're desiring, whether it be a sweet or a salty taste, or if you need a crunch, get you some seaweed snack. If you want something sweet, get you some dried fruit. At least, dried fruit is not all that. I don't like how it gets stuck in my teeth and stuff, but just find a replacement. Oh, here's another thing. Like yesterday, I was having a sugar type of craving, and not that this is a really good replacement because it still had added sugar, but I got some dried mandarins from, I don't know if it's dried tangerines or dried mandarins. I forgot what the label says, but at Trader Joe's they have these, oh my God, dried fruit, and it's so delicious, but they do add sugar to it. So it's added sugar, and that's why I don't really get those a lot. Matter of fact, I haven't got those in a few years because of that very thing. I don't like how one serving has 13 grams of added sugar. So I did have a little bit of that yesterday, but it helped me with the sweet craving I was having. And, I still kept it kind of decent. It was raw and, dried fruit, but it wasn't the best option, because it did have added sugar. But, it's better than me going and eating a candy bar or, even the vegan candy bar thing that I like. So anyway, you just got to find things that are going to help you with the craving, something that resembles the taste you're looking for, if that makes sense. And also redirecting yourself. It doesn't always have to be replacing it with food. It could be just, like I said, reading a book, praying, go take a walk, do a little dance workout, watch one of your favorite shows. Just get your mind off of it, redirect it. Anyway, I hope I'm making sense, guys. Yeah, because them cravings ain't no joke. When you on a mission, honey, they will come at you like it ain't nobody's business. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. Let me know if I'm making sense. If you made it to the end, say cravings. That's your keyword. Cravings. All right, guys. I'm going to go back to watching my shows. Because why? Because I'm off for the summer. As far as my supplemental income job. But I do still work creating lots of content for you guys. Editing. I'm still on a break from my podcast. That starts back up in July. So stay tuned for, me coming back with some more wonderful guests. And I'm also, working with my clients. I just finished with one. She had a lot of success. I just started with a new client, and we'll have our first check-in after she finishes at least 7 days on my meal plan. But anyway, yeah, you guys, if you guys are interested in my program, it's 4 weeks, Shedding and Shine weight loss program designed for women over 40. But if you're any ages are welcome. I have had success on the ladies that I have worked with so far, and this is new. This is something that was definitely God led. And I acted out of faith on it because I felt like it was something God was showing me. So I'm just doing it because I felt God was showing me to do this. So, I wanted that accountability in my fat loss journey. I only did it for 30 days with the coach, but I found that 30 days with the coach, just having that person accountable, having someone that I wanted to be proud of me, it really helped me. So that's why I want to give that to women. And yeah, so if you're interested and you need to lose weight, and you need that accountability, hit me up. If you want to just buy the meal plan, you could do that too. Although I don't think that's advisable, because I have had people just buy the meal plan and then I check in with them 2 weeks later, not a check in, but just like send them a message saying, hey, have you started yet? And they're like, no, I haven't started yet. I'm going to start da da da. And then you check back again. They're like, oh, I haven't started yet. I'm going to start. So it's kind of like, if you don't have that motivation or that accountability, it's like you won't start it. You know what I mean? So anyway, if you're interested, hit me up in my inbox. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.